Engage. I'll let you guys talk about your next strategy. As you send local PD, they're like, Burger King's like on the other side of town, man. It's going to be like 20 minutes.
Turn the lights on.
I didn't ask your fucking opinion. I said go do it.
You guys talk about yourself.
All right. Drastic change in intelligence for our point of reference here, or possibly time dilation, maybe?
It seems to be odd, yeah. He doesn't seem to be present in the present. But we're also dealing with either he really hasn't shot the daughter or he's killed her.
Yeah, or he didn't
We heard
shoot
a
her in the
scream.
leg.
Huh?
Well, we heard a scream. I don't know if it was a feminine scream or...
Well, I mean, yeah, he could have shot at her. I would suppose that even a gunshot.
I mean, when we get the food, we're going to have some leverage to make insertion. At least one of us, maybe.
Yeah. What is your guys' stealth, by the way?
10.
I have a 70.
Oh, damn. You're a ninja.
So
Not bad.
between that and a 60 athletics, I feel like
You don't need to go through the front door.
if we need to have a person doing the covert, I could covert. I mean, we could play it medic and food delivery and see if he'll accept at least 2 people.
I would make him the medic because he knows me.
That's true.
Yeah, he's already introduced himself.
That makes sense.
That's fine. I can. As long as I don't have to actually perform many medical skills, because I have a nothing in medicine. I got 10 in first aid, though.
I will hand you a syringe.
That's what the horse tranquilizer's in.
You don't need a medical skill for this. You just point and push.
Yeah. Pointy end.
This goes in your eye, right?
I mean, whatever works.
You guys have a battle plan at all?
Glaze beneath it.
Ish.
Oh, just straight.
I don't know that I should talk to anybody.
So I think that's a good plan. I think Agent Fiedler goes in, I'll pose as the medic, and then we'll send you as covert ops on the house. I'm pretty sure you can get up to it without being detected, so. It's got to have a rear entrance of some kind. I'm sure SWAT's scoped out the doors by now.
So what you want to do?
I would like to talk to SWAT.
Okay. You can walk over. You can see that this is like it's really interesting. I know a little bit about local SWAT teams, so I imagine in any other place in the country it's kind of the same. Like in big cities and stuff, they have like trained teams, but a lot of times, like this is I want to express that you have the Keystone Cops here. You do not have, like this is some sort of regional group of guys who were called in. They have itchy trigger fingers. They get to be called in as the SWAT team.
Train all year for like 2 scenarios.
Right, exactly. And they are ready to fucking flash bang and breach Rainbow Six style. They're ready to go. They are itchy.
Yeah.
And like you as a special operator, you are nervous to be around them. Because you're like, these guys are like they're going to yakety sax the fuck out of this and everybody's going to get shot. Yeah, special agent.
Yes. So we have a possibility of sending a folk or two to the house.
Good. We've been waiting to go in, sir. You just give us the word, and we are ready to enter. I think if we enter from the back, the front, and the side door simultaneously, Jerry here is pretty good with the flashbangs. We'll make it happen, sir. You just give us the word. We are on our way.
That's a good option, B or C. But first, we're going to try the less aggressive way first. So they've asked for food. We've sent some local PD to grab the food, and so we're gonna have somebody deliver food and a medic to go.
Oh, you think that's wise, sir? You're potentially giving him more hostages. He's already shown the ability to shoot at least one hostage. He could easily take more hostages. We could turn this into a bad situation. I really think launching in smoke and flashbang should definitely get him. We can come in with masks.
That's a terrible idea at this juncture.
Gary, you got the missile launcher, right?
We're not just sending in.
What is that movie, Stripes?
We're not just sending in. Noobs.
I apologize to any of our legitimate SWAT team member listeners. Because I assume the SWAT teams are probably marginally better than this, but...
Yes, you have gone a direction.
I mean, we just started down it.
They are eager to serve.
I'm specially trained in covert operations. I think I have the best chance of essentially sneaking up on an opposite angle that the food delivery folks are going.
I mean... At the moment, they agree that you are in charge of the scene, but there's grumbling. You get the sense that they are going to want to move sooner rather than later.
And I appreciate your tenacity in the situation. I would like this first plan to at least attempt. If you hear any other, if you hear word from me or one of my other team members, feel free to storm the castle, but
oh yeah, we got you.
We first want to try to go in ease and
6x6. We're in a pipe.
Yeah, it's 5x5, but no big deal.
Johnson's XL, a little bit bigger. Don't fit 5x5.
But no, I've come to ask for some equipment, possibly, if you would be so kind as to share.
Bureaucracy.
Persuade.
Because you got through on the phone real well through that answering service.
I mean, 10%'s not a lot to get through.
No, it's not.
40% though.
Sure. Let's have you persuade. I'm sure having more people having guns definitely is gonna help this scenario along.
That's a 1.
All right, and they strap you up.
Well, this is
looking like Rambo.
You don't even ask. You've got
comes out looking like that kid in the Christmas Story.
I'm.
Why the fuck do they need bandoliers?
Minus 20 to stealth.
Do you have night vision, things like that?
Sure. Yeah, makes sense.
Flashbangs, any non-lethal things like that?
Absolutely.
Do you have any like rubber bullets or anything like?
No rubber bullets. I give you flashbangs. I won't give you rubber bullets.
Okay. Expect nothing.
So how are you two planning to go in and poison him? And
So I'm getting dressed up as a medic.
so now you're stealing a second set of medics clothes.
I'm giving him the jacket because he's talked to me on the phone. He knows I'm an agent.
All right, so I'm gonna take the bag with the first aid kit for the kids and then the 2 sedatives as well. So.
Although he did say
No,
poison.
you got one of them.
Oh, you still got the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to actually like poison the food?
With
If it can be taken orally, maybe.
The fucking fentanyl, like inject the Whopper.
The best damn Whopper ever.
Yeah, you're gonna get the
Maybe he's a little soggier than I remember.
the guy with the AR-15 all tweaked up.
I mean, the point was this was a heavy dose to incapacitate.
yeah.
It's just an idea.
And it's not a bad one.
We should probably run that by the medics and see if it's actually.
Oh
something
yeah,
that
they'll
would work.
sign off on that shit.
You wanted my jacket, and now
I mean, do they want this to end peacefully, or do they want this guy to continue to shoot people? Like, those are the options. We're looking for a least
Also,
aggressive way.
bearing in mind you could be looking at vectors and or other hypergeometric things going on. So, Is feeding this guy a Whopper laced with fentanyl do fuck all to him? Or does he start, shooting stars out of his anus? Fucking,
That'd make a commercial.
emulates.
That's why we have a second syringe.
all right. So you want to? I suppose we're just going to wait until the food shows up.
Okay.
What kind of would a rifle be overkill
4.
for me? Like, if I'm going to try to sneak in, or
You want something close range, yeah.
Like submachine gun or pistol.
okay, I mean, theoretically I would already have my own. So a pistol's fine. I just didn't know all right, yeah, we'll stay that. Flashbangs would be good.
Nice if you had a tactical shotgun with some rubber shells in it. That'd be.
Captain Poopy Pants over here wouldn't let me have it.
The Whoppers show up.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Zip up the medic.
What time of day is it now?
It's now probably 7:30. So I mean, we're getting into evening.
Slip in my sidearm and back.
So I have a 60 in military science, but that is, and a 70 in stealth. I'm assuming combining some of those things, I could find best way sneakily into the house.
If you could get a better sense of what his viewpoints are, you would have no problem approaching the house from any odd angle.
Can we get some kind of earpiece that we can talk, we can coordinate as we're moving?
Why not? I'll give you whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. So
Shoggoths don't care.
I know. We'll signal you once we've got his attention forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna call him on the phone again?
I'll try.
And I'll start literally I'll walk half a mile,
Yeah, you could go into the woods.
the opposite way to
You just realize that once you break the tree line, you're theoretically visible from the house. You just don't know what his angles are.
right. But if he's in an interior room,
Correct.
there are going to be several ways to get to the house.
Presumed to be in an interior room.
Right.
Yeah. Is that
Agent Fiedler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got your burgers.
Oh, sweet. Can you I don't know,
I'll walk them up to you.
yeah, just
Now I told you, I got to bring a medic.
well, no, she's fine.
I got to cover my ass, man.
I know you do, but
Just a quick check and we're out of your hair. What's next on the list after food?
I'm trying to see where we're at. So yeah, I can't let you come in. That's just not cool.
Why not?
'Cause
you're the one who wants this.
I know, but just open the screen door and just put him in the door and we'll get it. It's fine.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Why don't you send your daughter to the front door and we can check her? You can cover all of us.
The whole thing is she's tired. She's asleep now.
Well, she's gonna eat.
Yeah, right. Sure.
So
I don't know.
I'm trying to help you out, but I got to do what I got to do.
I know, but I'm the one with the gun, so I don't want anyone to come in.
Well, I got guns too. I'd rather not use them.
Well, I've already used mine, and I got no problem with doing it. So why don't you put the burgers? Just push them through the doggy door. We'll get them.
I'm sorry, man. I got to come in. Hey,
You could definitely sense he's getting agitated.
this doesn't have to be anything difficult. I'm gonna walk out there I'm going to bring my medic. This will all go down real easy. And I'll hang up.
Okay. That's a choice.
It is.
I wonder if we need to push for literally push for proof of life, because again, I'm starting to lean towards he may have shot her and not just in the leg.
I'm just worried about keeping his eyes front.
We're gonna get that proof of life. You need to circle around to the back.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, I think we still need to push to check the daughter, but
it sounds like she may be dead. I agree.
Yeah. But if I can agitate him enough to draw him in to focus on us, then I'm giving you your window.
We're not going to leave that front door until we know that she's alive or dead.
I will tell him to get in position, and we're going to start approaching the house.
Oh, so you're just gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Push the envelope.
Holding the Burger King bag up.
extra onion rings.
You hear the phone ring behind you as you start to approach the yard. You get like maybe halfway up the walkway or whatever, and you hear the phone in the tent ringing behind you. I don't know if that changes your actions at all, but
I'll holler towards the house. You can talk to me at the door.
I got the medic bag over my shoulder with my hands up as I'm walking with him.
So you should have taped your gun to your back, so you could John McClane style.
You got that easy access holster. You just pull and draw.
you hear someone yelling from behind the front door. How do I know that that's a medic?
Because
I'm wearing the jacket.
Because I'm bringing him with me? And I said I was bringing a medic?
All right.
You trusted me to get the food. We got to build trust, man.
Hey, you, He seems insistent. How do I know you're a medic? Do you happen to have first aid, medicine, or surgery?
No. I can do a bullshit persuade if you would like me to try.
You could do a persuade at
bureaucracy.
You could do a persuade at minus 20.
Ouch.
Do a bureaucracy to make it sound like you know the system.
Yeah, but it's not bureaucracy. 30 or lower. 15.
He begins reciting off, you begin rattling off basic first aid.
I'll just say, like, I did my tenure at whatever the Roanoke Medical Hospital is and make up a doctor name under Dr. Flapskus.
You begin reciting, like, the parts, the bones of the body, and thankfully he believes you before you start running out of bones that you know. Okay. The medic can come in, but only for a minute, and then the medic needs to bring the burgers.
I need to keep an eye on the medic.
No, that
we're building trust, man.
That's not building trust, dude.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Because I have to trust you, too.
All right. Well, like I said, he can come in, but...
I'll wait at the door. I just have to keep everyone in sight.
That doesn't work, bro. Like, come on now.
Hey, I'm trying to help you.
This is totally lame.
It is.
Well, I guess...
And you're putting us in this situation.
I guess the kids will just have to go hungry then.
I'm worried about you, too, though.
Come on now. Nobody's worried about me.
Do you see all these people? And points back at the scene. We're all here because of you.
It's a nice line.
It is a nice line.
It's good work. Yeah, but you don't even, like... They don't even understand, Like, they just don't get it, man.
What were the words that he searched? Nicosis?
Nakotis?
Nicotis.
Sanchan?
Samaria.
They don't understand about the Nicotis?
You see, you can see a flurry of movement as, like, the curtain on the front door moves just a bit. As you can see, sort of a wild-eyed, man in his 30s kind of staring at you.
I'm here to help you.
You can bring the burgers in.
Okay. Wait here.
and you hear the door unlock.
Okay.
What do you want to do next?
I'm going to head in.
Okay.
As they've drawn his attention to the front door or wherever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I've been able to recognize a line to get to the house, and
you
understand.
Definitely have a line that you know if you can sprint, crawl, bunny hop, whatever it is, like you know how to do it. You can get to the back of the house presumably completely undetected. So it's getting on, I don't know, 8:30 or whatever now. You've got yourself pressed up against the house. So you're there. You are effectively in a blind spot, laying up against the side of the house and the siding. You are also completely in the blind spot of anyone in the front of the house, because obviously the TV crew's erecting lights and setting up the whole shebang. So yeah, you are army crawling up against the foundation of the house.
Is there a back door?
Yes, there is a French door.
For our listeners at home that may not know exactly what that means.
Big, glassy, double-doored.
Okay.
You step into a small, entry foyer, Jeff.
Yeah.
You can see he's got the AR-15 pointed right at you.
Yeah.
No guns. Lock the door. Put your gun down.
It's okay.
I don't want to get shot.
Me neither. Put yours down.
It doesn't work that way.
I'm here to help.
Lock the door.
I did. Yeah, I'll turn around and lock the door.
Where's your gun at?
Out in plain sight on my hip. Don't worry.
Just put the gun on the table there, and I'll let you look at Amber, since y'all probably thought that I killed her, but I didn't.
Okay.
But I don't want to get shot in the back.
Okay. Take the holster off and set it on the table.
And he kind of steps backwards, keeping an eye on you, and kind of opens up so that he can keep a bead on you. And then you can see he sort of starts to indicate sort of a dining room. There's been an attempt to flip the table and chairs over, but he's not really barricaded anything.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of just sitting on pillows in that interior room.
As I hear them conversing, can I hear them conversing at the front door, and do I hear sound change as they move inside?
It's a big house, so
I also have a 16 alertness, so
no, you definitely can hear some conversation. I don't know that you can pinpoint exactly where.
I'm more trying to discern from the beginning of this conversation to moving into the house. Am I hearing them get louder?
No, probably not.
Okay.
So are we staying in a room that's on the front side of the house? Looking out towards the scene?
He's moving you from the front of the house towards the middle of the house. You get the sense that the house from front door to say back door where Troy is say 4 rooms deep or something. So you've got living room, connects to dining room, connects to den, kitchen, back area or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're moving halfway back in the house.
Okay. Is there sight lines out?
There are some. It is fairly open concept. So you could, when you walk in the back door or when you walk in the front door, you could see the French doors in the back.
Okay.
But the living room is kind of partially obscured by maybe some half walls or a couple of decorative pillars or something, but it is open concept.
What is obscured?
Just into the living room, they've done some half walls, or there's a staircase and they've done some decorative pillars. There's enough that somebody could get cover from, but it's not totally obscured by interior wall placement, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. As we're walking in, I will key the mic and comment on the great view of the back.
Sure. Yeah, sure, whatever, man. Those Whoppers smell good.
I will open the bag and start taking stuff out.
You can see both children are right there in the dining room as well. Mm-hmm. Tyler looks up at you wild-eyed. Amber is unconscious, presumably, and slumped on some pillows up against the wall.
Do you mind if I check her out?
Do you have any first aid at all, Jeff?
No, I'm base.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Okay. I'll hand him his sandwich and I'll go over and check Amber.
Yeah, he doesn't let you get close, but you do see that he kind of is sporting it more Rambo style as he obnoxiously scarfs down a whopper. So you don't have any sort of medical.
No, but I can check a pulse.
No, you can definitely. Well, what I'm saying is that she is exceedingly pale. She's got towels wrapped around her thigh. The towels are pretty bloody.
Okay.
She's alive. She's breathing, but it looks real bad.
Okay.
And you see Tyler's just staring at you, just wide-eyed.
Tyler, you doing okay, bud?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want a sandwich?
Sure. Yeah.
This okay? And I'll look back to Dad.
He kind of, you can see he's kind of busy scarfing his own sandwich, so you can get away with it.
Okay.
I don't want to leave Daniel on anything you want to do out in the front as you hear all of this. He's keyed his mic open, which is a good call, so you can kind of hear some of this interaction for the moment, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Once he made the decision to go in, I am going to go back and get the SWAT team.
Okay.
And I with the mic open, I'll ask Tyler, how long's your sister been unconscious?
Well, it was light out, so it's been a while.
Okay. Has there been a lot of bleeding? Have you changed out bandages?
Yeah, no, no,
I see you've got it wrapped up in towels. You're doing good taking care of her.
Well, no, he did that. I didn't. I was gonna help, but he didn't want me to. Hey man, these burgers are pretty good. I expected them to be really cold. Far out.
Trying to help.
Can you give me a textbook?
What kind?
Latin.
I'm not sure where I'd get one this time of night, but I can try.
Yeah, I think that'd really help a lot with what's going on, I feel like.
So, let me help. What is going on?
It would. Latin's always like. It's just it would just help. It makes sense to me.
Okay, so I talked to your wife. I'll kind of walk back over towards him, away from the kids. I talked to your wife. What? I heard you lost your job.
Yeah.
Gross negligence. That doesn't sound like you. From everything that everybody else has told me about you, that doesn't sound like you. What happened?
What's your human score again?
60.
He's very confused. No, I don't. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to talk about that.
No?
No. It doesn't. No.
That doesn't have anything to do with this?
I don't know, man. I don't. No. It doesn't. No. Anything else the two of you want to do?
So, using like the little mirrors or whatever, I'm sure. Can I see from like a low? Obviously, I'm down.
Yeah.
Can I tell? Like, can I see anything happening like through the doors?
You can see because the inside would be lit. You can see shadows and movement. So lit. You can see shadows and movement, and you can see every once in a while you can catch the glimpse of somebody moving. So kind of like I said before, it's not. The walls are not fully obscuring anything because you could look through the back door and see the front door. So like there's a central open area, but it's not perfectly visible. The angle that you've got is not a great angle to see wherever they're at. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm going to like try to reach up at the handle and see if it'll budge it or move.
It is locked.
Okay.
So I'm going to get the SWAT team.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the guy in charge of those?
We'll call him Sergeant Collins.
All right. Sergeant Collins, Agent Dixon.
Yes, Special Agent.
I want all of your men, non-lethal ordnance only, to follow me in a front approach on the house. On my orders only. We are not to make any incursion. unless I say so, we do have 2 children hostages. We need to put on a show to get some negotiation leverage, though.
Absolutely. We don't have any non-lethal ordinance, but we can put on a show. Troy's thinking about doing something dumb, which I'm all for him doing something dumb, but I don't know if he wants to think about it some more and go back to Jeff's line of inquiry.
In asking SWAT for, like, you know, tools and stuff as I'm trying to get in the house, would I have any sort of lock-picking gear?
Is lockpick a trait?
I don't think it is. It's
not.
a craft.
Yeah. I'm going to craft, I guess.
I mean, I think that would fall under your stealth, right? I mean, that's probably...
No, I think Jeff's right. It's probably like an art or a craft.
Locksmith.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
No, I keep running my mouth. I'm trying to give them a chance.
Yeah.
No, sure.
So this back door,
Yeah.
what's it look like? Is it like...
It's 2 double swinging doors, probably with a center post.
Right.
So the lock would be inside the center post. The doors basically lock together.
Right.
Because they unattach really easily and both swing wide open to provide, 8 foot wide, 8 foot high access to the back of the house.
But you said these are essentially glass doors.
Yes, they're almost entirely glass.
Full floor to top to bottom glass, or are they like, do they have panes, like, are they like segmented in any
Oh yeah,
sort of
no,
way?
it would be decorative. They're probably what would you call that? Yeah, they're probably panes, but it's how do they do that? Where they like silver them. You know what I mean? So it's
inlays.
Yeah, they're mostly glass, so it's not like the doors are 85% glass.
Sure. But is it a single glass, or would they be like...
No, they're panes, but they are not... How do I explain that? What the fuck do you call them? Like stained glass.
Right.
They're not stained, but like stained glass, it's like there's bits of glass that have been filamented together.
Okay.
As opposed to like panes in a window where they are actually like 4 separate pieces of glass that are held together by its own rigid structure. You get the sense if you were to break this glass, there's a good chance like the whole door could come apart.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
Yes, it could potentially all fall. It's not like you're going to punch through a pane and have like a 6x6 area that's only broken. It doesn't have enough rigid interior structure for that.
Noisy doors.
Yeah, of course.
Noisy doors.
I was gonna call for some sort of distraction.
Well, I'm gonna come over the radio, Agent Fiedler.
So as long as he's got the mic keyed open, you can't talk to him. Any other conversation that you want to have since you're...
Yeah, so work doesn't have anything to do with this.
No.
Does anything that your wife told me would have happened in the last couple months?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Some kind of an affair?
What?
No. So what is the stuff you've been researching?
It's just... I don't know.
And what makes you think that your son is not yours?
He's not my son. I don't know what that thing is, but it's not my son.
Do you have
see
a
the
son?
kid kind of whimper? No, I don't have a son.
What about a daughter?
Well, yeah, I have a daughter.
I mean, is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's Amber.
That's Amber. Okay. So what about Tyler? Where did Tyler come from?
I don't know. He's something else. He's far out.
Can you show me? I mean, what is it that makes you able to see it and not me?
Because you don't get it. You don't understand.
I want to understand. I will edge closer, kick off the mic. If there is a threat here, it needs to be dealt with.
Okay.
Are there any windows away from the action, more towards like the blind side of the house?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. There are windows all over the house.
Can I try to like push to see if anything will open?
Yeah, if you want to search the back of the house and push, it takes you a little while. You're not going to find any of the windows unlocked.
Okay.
You can definitely move farther away, so if you break it, it's less likely it's heard, but
Sure.
No guarantee. Once you unkey the mic, you do hear the audio click. So suddenly your live feed on the inside just stopped.
Taking SWAT team to take up forward positions on the house. We're going to do half approach. Give pressure to the subject to release one of the children.
Do they have a megaphone?
Oh, I'm sure we could find one.
Because I got to get in this house some way. And if everything's locked, I got to break something. So I need something loud to draw attention on the opposite side, essentially, so that it's less noticeable.
It's hard. I don't remember. The textbook would help.
Okay. I'm going to grab my phone.
Okay.
And I'll pull it out, and I'll pull up a Latin dictionary.
He looks very confused. Huh. Neat.
Will this help? A dictionary?
Jeff, do you have any history at all?
History, I have base.
Or anything? You wouldn't have any, your character would not have any knowledge of Latin or anything.
I have one foreign language that's not written in.
Would you like it to be Latin?
Sure.
So Jeff may actually be in a better position to explain this than I can, but it is my understanding as a layperson who has never taken Latin. Because Latin was spoken for so long and there are variations of Latin, correct?
Yeah, there's Roman Latin, there's Church Latin,
It's also the root of a lot of languages.
Yes,
right. But you show Latin for dummies or Latin that's taught in schools.
Yep.
He's like, no, that's not it. And you start thumbing through some different things, and I don't know what the oldest, most archaic version of Latin is that you could find, but that's when he's like, that's it. So I don't know if it's New Age Latin, Old Latin, Ancient Latin, Old Latin, but whatever it is the oldest you can find is what he keys off of.
Okay.
No, it's just it's like that. Yeah, no, that's what that officer in Iberia. Yeah, no, that's what he showed me. Okay.
I'll thumb the mic again. What officer in Iberia?
Do either of you have history?
I have 30.
Okay.
Base.
Roll your 30.
No.
Okay. Just some guy who served under a general. I don't know. He was really good at Latin.
What general? I mean, how'd you meet him?
Since there are things that the players may know and there are things that the characters may know, he says a very obviously Latin-sounding name.
As in a place?
No, a person.
Oh, okay.
Probably from...
So an Italian-sounding name.
Generalis Pontificus. That's not what he says.
Okay, gotcha.
It's something that clearly your characters don't know that I think one or two of you at the table would know. So, to your characters is...
But even referencing Iberia is a weird,
time dilation.
Yeah.
Jeff doesn't know Iberia.
So Spain and Portugal are on the Iberian Peninsula. So
Okay.
that's what the area is called. But it's
You're requesting something that you wouldn't...
referencing that as Iberia seems
Archaic.
Yes.
very archaic. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what did he tell you?
Just that's what we I don't know, man. It's
Okay, now hang on a minute. So I'm showing him this on the computer or on a phone.
yeah.
You've never researched on something like this?
No, I usually go to the library.
But I mean, do you research on the computers at the library or do you use the books?
No, I mean I've done research on the computer.
Okay. Well, you seemed very confused when I pulled a phone out.
Just not something I'm used to.
Oh? What are you used to? Is there a medium that I can make things easier for you with?
What year is it?
So there is something that would help.
Okay.
I don't know if you can get it. I've been looking for it.
I can try.
Can you get me a copy of the Narcotic Manuscript?
Oh, fuck.
By the way, roll sand, because that's on an open keyed mic to everybody.
No, it's on an open keyed mic to us.
What about your 80s sound guy? Your 80s tech
I didn't think
guy.
you had it
No.
open anymore.
No,
I had just opened
he
it
keyed it back
on.
open.
Oh, I didn't.
when I asked about Iberia.
I didn't think you stayed open. But
Pass.
what are we rolling?
Sand.
Stan? I passed.
Passed.
We'll just call it one.
Okay.
Does anybody have Mythos at all?
Mythos?
Unnatural.
Or unnatural, I mean.
Unnatural.
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't know that, but you do realize that he is starting to get into a realm of stuff. He's talking about a part of the world that doesn't exist quite the way that it does exist anymore. He's asking for old texts. He's asking for ancient Latin.
I'm going to kill the mic. And I'm going to tell him that, okay, look, when I say I'm here to help you, I mean it. I'm not here with law enforcement. I'm here with a program who wants to give you some place to research. But I have to be able to get you out of here.
But like, okay. But like, you got to understand, I'm not me.
I'm getting that. But you're getting to a point where the guys outside are not going to stay outside anymore, whether I'm in here or not. So we need to figure out a way to get you out of here.
That doesn't bother you that I'm not me.
At this point, no. I'm more worried about the current situation.
Okay.
Sooner or later, bullets are going to start flying. I would rather make sure that everybody makes it out of here. That's what I need to worry about right now.
But you realize when I wasn't me, someone else was me, right?
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
And then you see him turn to look at Tyler, and he looks back at you.
Tyler is...
The boy.
Yes. When I wasn't me, somebody else was me. So Tyler is what? Tyler is,
Not human.
Huh.
Would you like a sand roll for that, Jeff? Are things coming together sand roll worthy enough?
I mean, sure, but Jeff doesn't quite get it, but...
That's fair. It looked like you might be, so...
Still passed.
Okay.
I'm going to scoot close, and I'm going to lean in and whisper, "Can you trust me?"
I don't know. Anything else that you guys would like to do? He suddenly has now gone silent for several minutes.
I think I'm still gonna make the incursion with the SWAT. So we're gonna be as loud as we can, and I'm gonna get every available guy out there on the front lawn, basically, to cover half the distance between the tent and the house.
Okay.
Move it! Forward positions! Move! 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 Move!
So now there is yelling from the front. You see him he kind of starts a little bit.
Okay, are we going to do this, or is shit going to go bad for everybody?
I'm gonna keep. I would.
You hear the commotion.
Yeah, I would say, can you get somebody like on a loudspeaker or something just to make some further noise to draw attention and sound? Because I'm going to push for breaking a window and getting in.
I'll get on a loudspeaker.
You begin.
Kevin Emrys, this is Jarvis Dixon, federal agent.
Yeah, you're starting to hear.
We want you to release the hostages immediately, or we will make an incursion on your premises. Is that understood?
In the middle of that,
Yeah.
like elbow a window.
Yeah. Make me a. Is there a dexterity roll?
Athletics?
Yeah, make me an athletics roll, just to see how if you cut yourself or anything.
Ah, fuck. No.
Okay. 1 point of damage. You are bleeding. You end up between elbowing the window and sliding in. You do it stealthily, but you do cut yourself somewhere. You are in, what would make sense? You're in like a library, sitting room, maybe a fireplace, and a den maybe is a good way to describe it.
Is it closed off there? A door?
There's a door. Yeah.
Closed?
Yeah.
Okay. I will, like, slowly turn a knob and just crack it open and like try to take a peek.
I've sort of envisioned it in my mind as you came from, like, if the front door is south and the back door is north, you've now came in like the northwest corner.
Right.
So like as you peek open, there's a central hallway, and you can probably see Jeff in conversation with Kevin.
Okay.
There's some pillars and stuff, so it's not like 100%. You're kind of partially obstructed and you're just peeking out one eye. But yes, with the fling of the door and about 5 steps, you could probably be right up in their grill.
To within which I'll again open comm and say, I'm inside, obscured line of sight to what's his name again?
Fiedler.
Fiedler.
So what is he doing when the noise all starts happening?
He's definitely distracted. He's got the gun. He's sort of flouncing around,
turning towards the front and raising the gun.
He's not raised it; it's still down.
But he is turning away from me and paying attention there.
He maybe not turning away. He's not turning his back to you, but he is turning maybe sideways to you.
Okay. Syringe.
Make me an athletics roll.
Are there lights on in the house, like, or maybe just in where they're at?
Mostly in the central part of the house. You're in the dark.
Okay.
15 under 30.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You jump him and push in the syringe.
And when he turns back to me, I said, "Trust me."
Oh, that's gonna be a hard sell. I feel, Jeff.
He has been pushing trust the whole time, though.
He has been pushing a trust,
And he's on his side. Just like Herf Jones.
I think we may be working from opposite angles here, though.
Hey. That's what happens.
Jeff, make me a luck roll.
They've been rolling low. I'm call high. 89.
Okay. He doesn't hammer down on the trigger when you inject him.
Okay.
He does.
Hey, man.
He does bring the gun around to try and hit you with it.
Okay.
Does he call out?
You do hear him yell, yeah. Ah!
I'm going to fight back and try and disarm him.
Sure. I think that's fair.
3 under 60.
It's higher success, right? I got a higher success.
Shit.
Not by much. I rolled very low. So I'm going to say he clocks you with the butt end of the rifle. Called a D4? I feel like a punch is D4 minus 1
Yeah.
or D4, so like...
That's fair.
I think it's not... A D6 seems too much. 'Cause you're getting punched upside the head with something heavy, but not like... 3 damage.
Okay. I don't...
I'm
not
Dex
writing any of it down,
scores.
17.
17?
17.
17?
12.
12. Okay. So you probably see this, Troy. The butt comes up. Like, you probably saw part of this. You saw him sort of turn. You suddenly see a blur as the agent does something. You see him react, and you hear the impact, and you hear a groan, and you see her drop. It's your action first. You're not out at all, but you did just get struck in the face with the butt of a gun. You probably do get knocked back, if not to the ground.
Yeah. That's fair.
Am I seeing this, or have they moved more into my line of sight, or...
They're still partially obscured, but he's a sprint away.
I feel like this will play more to the nervousness. I'll open mic and say, Fiedler, close your eyes, cover your ears. And I'll throw a flashbang.
Make me a throw in this one.
It's athletics.
It's not throw.
Nope, it's athletics.
There's no throw.
Interesting. What is throw? Is throw in Call of Cthulhu then? Maybe. I feel like there was a specific throw.
I think it might be call.
Yeah, because you got unarmed melee weapons, firearms, so it'd have to be athletics.
I for some reason, maybe it's Call of Cthulhu. I remember there being a throw because I remember characters throwing baseballs.
No, you're right. No,
Okay.
there is a throw. It's probably call.
Athletics skill represents long practice doing things like running, jumping, climbing, and throwing.
Okay, make me an athletics roll.
2.
Nice.
That's a pretty good roll. The flashbang lands right at his feet. Jeff, flashbang.
Uh-huh.
You are flashbanged.
I had warning. I closed my eyes and everything.
Well,
I'll take the impact, but
you didn't have a whole lot of warning. You are better off than probably he is, because he probably goes, huh? And boom. You hear an explosion from inside the room.
He would have heard it though too. We're on open channel. We're on a.
Heard what?
Am I on an open mic? I can't remember if I killed it or not.
No,
I did kill it.
You
Okay.
killed it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying,
it's not just
but if I had spoke
squealing
into it,
Yeah,
we all would have heard.
I will say, yeah, no shit. They're going in. You need to convince them not to, and it's definitely a roll. If you lose control of it right now, you have a feeling that those guys are going to go through that door because they just heard an explosion.
Do I want?
That is definitely a question.
I mean, yes, because we were told to bring him in alive. I mean, I would be there before they would, so I could help to subdue him before they get in and start hailing bullets. But
Well, he's been injected and flashbanged at this
Yeah.
point. So if he's not down by now, then he's not human.
yeah,
Which could be a valid concern.
And we may need the SWAT team.